Hello, and welcome to this session, our session with Shekinah, and with the understanding that at the base of all of our energy, at the causation of our life force, of our capacity, our vitality, at the base of everything, there is this vast, sustaining, enduring love for all things. So this isn't a love that comes to us because we're special. This is a love that comes to us because we just are. And in that beingness, we're loved. But I think perhaps in English in particular, we might have lost track of what love actually means. And we tend to throw the word around quite a lot. We have slogans about loving pizzas and about loving New York, perhaps, if we're in America, or loving somewhere else. But in that casualness of considering love, we've actually lost within ourselves the integrity of love, the integrity of what love means for us. And it's this sustaining character, this character that it is underneath everything. It endures before us and after us. It is to us all that we are. So our full body is created through the power of love. And that might sound a little bit like an 80s song, but love is the creative force of the universe. It is the creative power that comes from the feminine aspect. When the feminine and masculine aspects come together, where consciousness and love comes together, the output is matter, is is our sustenance, is us as we are. And I think I first really understood this concept when I really came to see that when I thought about living here on this planet in this lifetime, when I thought about living here, my words would be, if I were to use them, I live on planet Earth. And that's missing actually the true nature of Earth. We don't live on Earth, we live in Earth. Earth is this beautiful body that we stand upon, who supports and holds us up, who in fact draws us down so we don't float away. But Earth also provides the atmosphere that we breathe. Earth provides the water that we drink. Earth provides all food that we eat. So any aspect of our livingness, our aliveness, is done within Earth, within the body of the goddess, sustained by her. So as a race of people, as humans, we our verbiage again around Earth, there's this idea of sort of saving the planet, and it's like we can sure as anything, not throw our rubbish away and do better with that stuff. But we, but by thinking about ourselves at the same level as Earth, by denying her consciousness, by denying her immenseness, her enduringness, her vastness, we misinterpret ourselves in the game of it, right? Here we are, and she's, like she's we're in her. We are in her. And this means that we consider our relationship with her wrongly. We don't understand that by being within her, by being of her, we can understand that when she loves us, she is loving of herself. We are all of her. And that love is permeates all things. And to experience that love, the difficulty that we have is that we hold ourselves away from it. We literally um, are discordant in ourselves. We are in our, we call it stress, we call it anxiety, we call it whatever we want to call it. But by vibrating in a discordant way, in an unproductive way, we hold out our capacity to accept the healing that she's offering us. And that is a great tragedy to each of us because the healing is there for us. We can we can only be ready to receive. Any other action where we think we're going off to fix ourselves mechanically is again missing the point we're of her. Now, where Shekinah comes into this, so if we use and understand Shekinah as the divine feminine presence dwelling as earth, as our dwelling, and she holds a distinct relationship with another vast angelic being called Metatron. And between the two of them, Shekinah is the guardian of the roots of the Eden tree, and Metatron is the guardian of the crown of the Eden tree. And Metatron holds the light that is unfallen, pure, full spectrum light. Between the two of them, all that is exists. So they are the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And the only way to experience the crown is to really be with our roots, to really be able to surrender to being one with the presence of that earthly material existence. We're in matter. And again, we often have verbiage around that that's kind of like not as exciting as heaven. We've made being here mundane. We have made it less important. In some religions, we've made it something that we've, as a penance. It's none of those things. It's our blessing to be here at this time. And when we think about mundane, with mundane, what fascinates me is that how we take for granted what we can see in front of us. So magnetism as a force, here's a beautiful piece of hematite, which is one of Shekinah's stones. But we can't, we call it magnetism. We call it, we've got a name for it. But do any of us know how it works? And when we consider the potential of it, the power of it, the possibilities in it, we can see that there's so much more in this existence that could change our entire experience of it if we could get in tune with her. So our first experience in this session will be around really coming into the roots of the Eden tree, experiencing ourselves as we reach from the roots up to the crown, and then placing ourselves in the Eden tree. And in the next session, we'll consider the Eden tree from the crown down. So we'll have both experiences. So this is deeper than any work we've done previously, as we're going for our Earth Star chakra, which in the system that I use is the 11th chakra, but the Earth Star chakra sits below our feet. So it sits maybe about this far below our feet. And so we're trying to feel into an area of our energy body that isn't inhabited by a physical body. It's beyond our physicality. So you could also see it as a 0 point or a vanishing point. So here we are, here we sit. And just spend a moment really getting very, very heavy on your sits bones, because the main focus in this session will be really feeling dense and heavy below and light and free above. And the breath we'll use in this, our first piece of work, will just be a free breath where you're looking to have an inhale that you can really draw down and feel right at the base of your body, filling the whole of yourself. So feel the inhale as it expands the ribs, expands obviously the belly, and a little bit just under the shoulders, just release and let them lift a little. So there's a whole sense of the whole body drawn in the inhale. And then when you feel the shoulders just lift a little, begin the exhale, releasing the shoulders, releasing the ribs, and then releasing the belly, and just letting the belly push along with the pelvic floor up, just releasing all of the breath out of the lungs. So this is just a very free form breath. The main feeling we're looking for is how the parts of our body move as we feel the breath inhabiting us. So we're looking for the movement in the ribs, looking for the structural movement in the diaphragm, the pelvic floor, the belly. We're looking for the shoulders as they just lift right at the top, the very end of the inhale, and how they fall away to begin the exhale. And as you just let this free form breath move your structure, just remember again that we have that beautiful cord right at the top of the crown. The crown is lifted by the cord. It's the etheric cord that holds us tall, and we can let the shoulders fall away from it every time we breathe out. And as we rest in this shape, we feel heavier and heavier below. As we work here with Shekinah, we have the feeling of more capacity to sense and understand below. Below as a density, as a concentration, as a movement of essence, a focus. And as we do this, as a surrendering to whatever surfaces we're resting on. So there is this sense, as we rest fully down, that perhaps we can become part of the surface we're resting into. Notice your feet in particular, whatever they're resting on, and rest them down into the surface. And now go deeper in your awareness to that aspect of the physical body that is right at the base of your spine. So this is your own root chakra. And the points, the awareness points in the physical body for the energy body. And depending on how you're sitting, your earth star will be below this root chakra. So if your feet are ahead of you, your earth star will be in line with your spine, not in line with your feet. So just resting all of your awareness down now to that space that is below the physical body, to a vanishing point under, deeply under where you are. And notice that there is a movement there. So as a vanishing point, the energy that you are emerges from this point. And this point also connects you to the consciousness and the plane of the consciousness of Shekinah, of the divine feminine being of Earth herself. So with everything you have now, contemplate this vanishing point as it descends now into territory that is away and out of your etheric self. This is now deeply into the presence of Earth, of Shekinah, of the support that is below us. This is the roots that are below. And I want you now to send your own roots down into this space, as if you could develop earthly roots as a tree would do. Yet yours are energetic. And just notice as they burrow deep. And it is more than just a burrowing, because burrowing would imply that there is a pushing, and this is not how it is. Instead, your energy is drawn down by the presence of Shekinah. So there is a pulling in, an allowingness, a welcoming. And keep the sense of everything you have just at this area, about an arm's length below the physical body. It's kind of an elbow length, isn't it? Keep allowing now all of this sense of downness, of moving down, of burrowing down, allowing down, being allowed down. And notice how as you dwell into this space, you begin to see the light that is here. You've still got the free-form breath going. You're still experiencing the way the breath is moving your body. You're still feeling the crown of the head lifted. But your main focus is on the sense of this downplaying. And there's a yearning to be part of this. There's a yearning to be reunited here. Keep allowing that sense of the downward. And there's a givingness to this. So when we call a surface giving, it's a surface that actually will let us settle into it. So this is another aspect of how we contemplate our relationship to the love energy. A givingness allows us to come towards, to come into. Then I want you to take a quick inhale, exhale, and just notice now with a snap at that 0 point that you're suddenly aware of the vast clockwise spiral that forms from that vanishing point. It's spiraling back up, and you are within it. And as this spiral forms, It's almost as if you can feel the shadow of a trunk around you. So from the vanishing point, your roots are down. The vanishing point is lifting you up through this vast spiral that you are inside. The trunk of your body is inside the trunk of the tree. Keep lifting with the crown. Keep sensing that beautiful spiral clockwise energy of light. The light is soft white, rose, gold, surrounding you, luminous, sparkling, lifting. And as you keep that movement going, feel the lift of the crown of the tree. So again, this is beyond your crown chakra. This is the vanishing point. If you were to lift your arms, it's where your fingertips just can't touch. Beyond that point, that you have this vanishing point at the crown of the tree. And with everything you have, feel that connection now. That you make that connection between that which is below you and that which is above you. Safe inside this beautiful clockwise field of light with the image of the tree about you. And above you now the crown of the tree, fully in leaf, luminous, bright, lit up. The light coming from below. The light coming from the spiral. Inhaling, exhaling. And just release for a moment. Nice warm hand. Let your face rest here. Just for a moment, eyes behind the hands. And then just come back into your space in your own time. Now, just back in the room, just take a moment and just contemplate how your system is now. Now that you have worked with that breath, worked with the sacred Eden tree, worked with really settling down into the surfaces and right through to the etheric heart of the earth herself. So the vastness you connect through as one unique aspect of the energy. And there is another special characteristic of Shekinah that she brings and supplies. The capacity to take our essence, our energetic essence, and take it to a place of healing. And her place of healing is called Temple Mur. And Mur is the same as the Egyptian, the Merkaba or Ma. And this temple that she gives us access to allows the beautiful emerald green, the green of deep earthly water, to heal and sustain here at our personal heart. So she, as the one that is below, allows us to come into a space where we can now take the energies that are at our heart and allow them to be more structured, more ordered, and more crystalline. So when you see into your own heart space, you're going to start seeing those lines of, not even lines, the way the color is for you in your mind's eye becomes more distinct and clear edge. So there's a greater level of I guess reflection to your experience of your own energy. And this is the structure and order of us being able to settle into that beautiful, deep, organizing capacity of the energy of love to create substance out of nothing is the capacity. And Shekinah, who has come to be with us in it, has the capacity to deliver that for us. So let us just go again deep. So we want to connect quickly back to the same essential place we were before, where we're very deep into the roots, the etheric heart of the mother herself. And feeling the presence of Shekinah as a vastness with us. There is an absolute sense of an immense, warm, allowing, sustaining presence here with us. And notice as you really look this time into the heart of this space, how that right at the very heart of the heart, there is a crystalline energy. So this white, bright white gold with some sense of rose in it, that if you just, in your mind's eye now, just look into that brightness, and it is so very bright, but looking into it now to see the crystal structure at the very heart, here in the heart of the mother. And then in your mind's eye, allow her to welcome you and take you to Temple Ma. And the access point for the temple, and if it's easier for you to use physicality, then just place your hands into prayer position and lean your hands into your heart chakra, your personal heart chakra. To really feel now that your spiritual gateway to the temple is through the heart. So it is both the deepest point in your own personal heart, and it is your capacity to be in another dimension entirely through Temple Ma. And the temple that you're welcomed into with Shekinah has this beautiful emerald reflecting pool surrounding it. So imagine your capacity now to just be with this still, bright water. And to see in it the same shade as when you experience your own personal heart. And to see in the water structure now, structure that makes it reflective, that makes you understand that there is order here. Keep breathing that same free-forming breath. Keep feeling the long, dense sense of connection to her deep heart. And now allow yourself to enter the temple. Beautiful, bright, white space with this gold and rose gold, very soft, soft colors. And in this space, you can sense immediately that this is a space for healing. There is a place for you to lie down. So choose the space. Allow your energy body to lie upon the space. And now, with all of your focus and awareness, ask for all healing to all energy centers, through all times, through all future events, from all past lives. All ancestral wounds, all ancestral harms, all rips or tears in the architecture of your soul print, all places where you are not yet aware of misalignment, that your energetic structure can be made whole and substantial, connected heart to heart. Keep breathing and keep feeling the structure and the color of the water that sits around the temple. And understand the structure and the color that sits around your own heart. Breathe into this space and just expand now your ability to bring this blueprint, this soul print, back to overlay your own chakra system in this time, this dimension. So every chakra now, drawing in this bright, clear, structured light. Your entire system, from your personal root through to your personal crown, your heart, your universal heart, your thymus center, your 0 point center, and your earth star and your soul star above, all aspects of self now fully energetically integrated and made whole and afresh. This is the gift of Shekinah, that as we allow her in, she can bring us afresh. Breathe and just let the whole system and the structure of the system settle into place. Be very clear about the 0 point below you, the 0 point above you, earth star, soul star. Be very clear about your heart center, that is the bridge to the temple healing. And as you just rest and allow this structure now to become integral to you, with everything you have within your connection to this healing, give thanks to Shekinah. With everything you have, express the gratitude you have for the healing that has been gifted to you at this time. Inhaling, exhaling, just allowing yourself to come back into the time and space of the room. Feeling just your own sense of self, and at the same time your capacity to be within her presence, with every moment, with every breath, with every water you drink, all the food you eat, to understand that it is of her, and be grateful. Thank you for being at the session, and looking forward to the next session coming next week.